NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Brissett going to go to the air right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Another nice one there on the punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you... How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Gibson, touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. They'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
22!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Once more, Gibson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gibson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the 1st half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, 22!
Gibson again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Monday! 0! 50!
Here's Stafford. St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Throwing, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, kill.
Here's Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Brissett. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Hey, kill.
They go play action with Brissett.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
19. Got it.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Brissett. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Braxton Berrios. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
50-50. 21.
Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Hunter, nice running now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Stafford's throw complete there to St. Brown.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert!
Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
10. Like 7. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Play action now. Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Brissett now. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 1st downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford.
And quickly finding Rager. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd down and goal. Stafford.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
22! Middle! 11! White! 20!
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Brissett toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Brissett to throw on first. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. From the gun, here's Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Bobby Okereke picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
70!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brissett.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
32! Hey, give me radar. Omaha, hey, blue!
Throwing here, Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, 22!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On play action, Brissett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Brissett.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Brissett on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, the 40, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.